I know there are some here who are actually new mothers and actually looking for tips on how they can successfully wean their baby. Equally though, there are some that are not new, just like me, but they need new ideas or new ways that they can, successfully apply to, wean their babies. So whichever category you fall, you need to watch this video till the end so you can get those tips. Alright? Channel. This is your girl again. In case you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Blessing Ifreke and I hope you are good. Come, where have you been? Where have you been? If you've not yet clicked on that red button, let's do that now, okay? So we can go ahead. So you're welcome back to my channel, to all my returning subscribers. Alright? In my previous video, I did mention to you that I was going to make a video explaining the tips I used to wean my 16-month-old toddler successfully. Yes, guys, we are done with that. Yes, we are done. And hooray, I am free. Nobody is putting hand and bringing out my boobs in public. Nobody is telling me about me suck. Okay, so I really needed to do this. While during our antenatal period, while I was going for antenatal, when I was still pregnant with him, one of the things the midwives will always tell us is that we need to breastfeed our babies as long as possible. In fact, there was this jingle we normally sing after every health talk, and some of the wordings of that jingle was that you will be breastfeeding your baby until he or she is 2 years old, So I was like, after all, I'm not going to have another one. This surely is going to be the last. So I will surely breastfeed this baby until he's 2 years old. That was what I said. But guys, when it came, this guy became something else. In fact, eating is a problem to my son. My baby will not eat. We practically fight to eat. You have to hold him and force him to eat. It wasn't a question of he likes this food, he doesn't want to eat anything. The only thing my baby wants is breast milk. Just put him to the breast, So it was really giving me a cause for worry. I forced him to eat until this period now that I am weaning him. Alright, so that is one of the reasons why I didn't keep to my promise of breastfeeding him until he is 2 years old. Another reason is that probably because of his so much dependence on the breast milk, baby really want to suck anywhere, wherever you are. He's putting his hand into your blouse, into your top, into whatever. He just wanted to nurse him, okay? So it was at a point becoming really embarrassing, and I really needed to do it more so that he will be able to eat, So I failed in my promise to breastfeed him until he's 2 years old. So it wasn't easy, just like every other child. Of course, every other child presents differently. Kids are different. As they are different in appearance, they are different in their demands and in their desires, So it was not like my other kids, okay? I have 4 of them, including himself, all right? So he has 3 siblings, okay? So I eventually weaned him. And like I said, it was pretty tough, quite tough, A very, very emotional period for my baby. And I know there are some here who are actually new mothers and actually looking for tips on how they can successfully wean their baby. Equally though, there are some that are not new, just like me, but they need new ideas or new ways that they can, successfully apply to, wean their babies. So whichever category you fall, you need to watch this video till the end so you can get those tips. All right? Every baby presents differently, like I said earlier. That is true, but there are general rules, general ways, general tips you can actually apply to get to each and every one of them and help them during this difficult period, because the period of weaning your baby is actually a very difficult one. A difficult one for the baby, a difficult one for the mother. All right? In this particular video, I'm talking about the challenges on the baby, him or herself, and how you can actually help this very one. Then in another video to come, it will still be on this setting, but I had to split this clip so that I can, transfer this other video to another upload. So I had to split this clip. I had to make this video and split it into two. In this particular one, I'll be talking about the baby, how to help the baby cope. And then in another one I'll be uploading, I'll be talking about how to help the mother cope. All right, how you, the mother, can cope. Tips on how you can successfully wean your baby, or how you can successfully stop breastfeeding your baby. The very first one is this. Start by informing your baby of what you're about to do. He is part of the deal, right? Okay? He is into this. So you don't just start abruptly. Call your baby's attention. Like mine, I had to sit him on my lap. I held him and I told him, boy, something is coming up. You're becoming a big boy, and I really want you to be a big boy. Big boys don't do this. Big boys don't do suck, suck. That is what he calls it. So when he wants to nurse, he will come to you and put his hand and tell you, mommy, suck, suck. Okay? So I tell him, big boys don't do suck, suck. When you grow and you are becoming a big boy, you stop doing suck, suck, right? You stop nursing. Is that okay? So we want to stop doing this. You're not going to be sucking anymore. Okay? I'm going to give you this 1 week, right? This 1 week, you will suck all you want. Suck as much as you want. But after this week, from Monday, baby boy, you're not going to nurse again. So mommy is going to keep suck away from you. Is that understood? And he was just looking at me like, what is this one talking about? What is mommy talking about? All right? So start by informing your baby what you want to do. Okay? It's a communication. You're building a communication skill with him. So don't just start abruptly, and he has the right to know what you're doing. Tell your baby what you're about to do. Okay? Then the next is take it a step at a time. Don't start abruptly. Okay? My baby naps throughout the day and at night. Okay? Throughout the nights, of course. When he sleeps, he wakes up. The next thing is he wants to nurse. Okay? I nurse him to put him to sleep even during the daytime or at night. All right? So I started by the daytime. I tried to cut his nursing period during the daytime. He naps for like 8 times in a day. All right? I tried breaking it into 4 times in a day. Okay? So we started nursing like 4 times a day. And then gradually, like 2 days, he nursed 4 times a day. By the 3rd, 4th day, he was nursing 2 times a day. By the end of that 1 week period, he wasn't nursing at all. Like 2 days into the end of that week, he didn't nurse during the day, but the night was there constantly. Ensure that he nursed during the night, throughout, no restriction. So when we were done with this first week, we moved over to the next week, which affected the night. During the day, I was no longer breastfeeding him. But during the night, he has to nurse because he needed the breast to sleep. I just need to nurse him to sleep. Okay? He couldn't fall asleep on his own. Alright, so we fought through that. That was my fear, because I was like, he's going to cry all through the night. And that was what happened. He will cry all through the night, disturbing the neighborhood and all of that. So I really wasn't prepared for inconvenience. That was why I held on a bit for the night. But when it was time to do it, I really got serious. So at night, I started nursing him for like twice at night. After nursing him to sleep at night, he's going to wake up later in the night, maybe like after 3 hours, he wakes up, he wants to nurse, I let him nurse. But after that, I didn't allow him nurse anymore, okay? So I put him off that. For the next 3 days, he was nursing twice in the night. Twice in the night. Then the next 3 days again, he was nursing once at night. Then the very last day, I didn't nurse him at night at all. And of course, it was not going to be easy. The guy puts up a lot of resistance. During the day, it was easier for him because his siblings were there. He would play with them. And I tried not to be very much around him during the day time. But at night, it was pretty tough. At the end of that 1 week, we made it. He didn't suck all through the night. And like I said, it was pretty tough. He cried and cried and cried. All right? So that takes me to the next point. During that crying session, of course, you're not going to let your baby cry all through. You're screaming like that, looking so dejected, so abandoned. That period, my dear, that period can be very, very emotional. So you're not just going to sit there and watch him cry. And that is the next point we are going to talk about. You have to provide an alternative, okay? Make an alternative arrangement for him. What was the alternative arrangement I made for my son? During that period when I'm not nursing him and he's going to cry, I make tea for him or milk drink for him, okay? I pour this into his feeder and give him to suck. But that is no breast milk. Babies are not foolish. They know what they want, okay? So when I give him, once it's not the breast, he will not accept. But I try to pet him, I try to talk to him, I cuddle him, I sing to him, and then little by little I put, the feeder into his mouth. I keep talking to him, okay, suck, all right? Suck this one. This is equally good. You will enjoy this. Suck on, all right? I put into his mouth. Before you know, you hold on to it and suck a bit. And then you take off his mouth and cry. And probably by that time, he's beginning to feel sleepy again. And gradually, I nurse him back to sleep without having to put him to the breast. In a few hours, he wakes up again to the breast. No, I bring the bottle again. I put it to his mouth. I try to keep it warm. Keep the bottle at least warm, So I give it to him. He will reject. After much petting, he will accept it and suck. At a point, he begins to accept it as an alternative. He still cries for the breast. You bring the bottle to him. If he cannot have access to this, it's a situation of, I can't lose it too. If I can't get this, let me accept this, okay? So he had to adjust to the new situation, and then he started accepting. When he wake up at night, and he cannot have access to the breast, I put the bottle to him. He suck and go back to sleep. So don't just leave your baby to cry like that. So we know, pet, put on the back any way you want to carry him. No way. If they cannot endure, they take the boy back to the breast to nurse. That's not proper. You don't do that, okay? So make an alternative arrangement. Then cover up properly when you are around him, okay? Make sure you are properly dressed, not in a way that expose your boobs to him, your breasts to him. You don't expose yourself so that he gets to see them. If he's been trying to forget and all of a sudden you make him see your boobs again, you expose the boobs to him, you're giving him some emotional trauma. That's not fair. So dress up properly so that he doesn't get to be seeing this thing all the time. You're being fair to him. But if you are, restricting him, you're preventing him from nursing, and then you keep your breast open for him to see, that is very bad. You're actually tormenting that baby, okay? So while, restricting him from nursing, giving him an alternative, keep your breast hidden. Don't expose it to him again, all right? At least until he's fully, settled. He has fully forgotten about it. And then if you must, you can now do that. So cover up properly. Don't expose yourself to your baby when you're trying to wean him. on. Your baby is trying, he is acclimatizing, he is picking up. Try to praise him. Yes, he's doing a nice job. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. So if your baby is beginning to put up with the situation, is beginning to accept the situation the way it is, praise him. I'll hold my baby to myself and I'll tell him, I'll sing to him, I'll praise him. That will keep the baby at ease. It will make the baby feel relaxed, and it will not make him feel like you are doing something really, really terrible to him, or you're being wicked to him, or what have you, okay? So knowing that you're trying to put him off the breast, but you're not taking him away from your love, from your affection completely, okay? So he still has your love and your affection. So cuddle him, talk to him, praise him, sing for him. That will go a long way to tell him that he's doing something nice, appreciating it, okay? Then gradually, as you keep going, after about a week, he's adjusting, but not completely. My son will still come around and put his hand and tell you, Mommy, suck, suck. If I don't allow him to put his hand, he will put his hand around, at least rub me around and tell Mommy, suck, suck. Or he'll come and meet you and cry, Mommy, suck, suck. So it will take a while for him or her to forget. In about 2 weeks, your baby should be forgetting about nursing already, okay? So it depends on babies, it depends on mothers as well. But overall, within the period of a week, 2 weeks, you guys should be done with the whole processes, okay? So weaning a child is not easy. It's an experience. It's very, very emotional and very traumatic, both for the baby and for the mother, okay? I mentioned that in this video, I was going to tackle that of the baby. In my next video, I will be talking about the mother. I will be making that video very soon as well. I hope you enjoy all the tips I have given, okay? These ones, and alongside any other tip, any other convenient tip you must have gotten, you can apply all of these, and believe me, you're going to have a successful session with your baby. So happy weaning for your baby and yourself. I believe you have benefited very much from this video. If you have, don't forget to give it a like, thumbs up for the video. What are your secrets? What have you been doing to successfully wean your baby? Share your tips with us as well. And if this is your first time here and you like what you've just seen, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and put on the bell to all so you get notified whenever we make new uploads. Thank you so much for stopping by. Bye for now.